Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. Today we are going to discuss and analyze everything about Suez Canal, its importance from the global perspective as well as from the Indian perspective. Also why it was in news and its alternatives. So what is Suez Canal? Suez Canal is an artificial sea level 193-kilometer waterway in Egypt. It connects the Mediterranean Sea and the Red Sea through the Isthmus of Suez, and it divides the African continent and the Asian continent. In 1858, Ferdinand de Lesseps formed the Suez Canal Company for the express purpose of building the canal. Let's talk about the history of the canal. The Egyptian pharaoh Senusret III, as you can see in the picture over here, he may have built an early canal connecting the Red Sea and the Nile River around 1850 before Christ. And according to ancient sources, Pharaoh Necho II and the Persian conqueror Darius both began and then abandoned work on a similar project. The construction of the canal lasted from 1859 to 1869 and took place under the regional authority of the Ottoman Empire. As we all know that this region was under the Ottoman Empire at that particular time. So the canal officially reopened on 17th November 1869. So it offers a vessels a direct route between the North Atlantic and Northern Indian Oceans via the Mediterranean Sea and the Red Sea, avoiding the Southern Atlantic and Southern Indian Oceans and reducing the journey distance from Arabian Sea to London by approximately 8,900 kilometers. So we can observe here that it saves our cost of fuel, also it saves the time. So the canal extends from northern terminus of Port Said to the southern terminus of Port Tawfiq at the city of Suez. Its length is around 193.30 kilometers, including its northern and southern access channels. In 2020, more than 18,500 vessels traversed the canal. So if we take the average, then it will be around 51.5 vessels per day. While the canal was the property of Egyptian government, European shareholders, mostly French and British, owned the concessionary company which operated it until July 1956, when President Abdel Nasser of Egypt he nationalized it, an event which led to the Suez Crisis of October to November 1956. The canal is operated and maintained by state-owned Suez Canal Authority, that is SCA of Egypt. Under the Convention of Constantinople, it may be used in time of war as in time of peace by every vessel of commerce or of war without distinction of flag. Nevertheless, the canal has played an important military strategic role as a naval shortcut and a choke point. Navies with coastlines and bases on both the Mediterranean Sea and the Red Sea, that is of Egypt and Israel, have a particular interest in the Suez Canal. After Egypt closed the Suez Canal at the beginning of Six-Day War on 5th June 1967, the canal remained closed for precisely 8 years, reopening on 5th June 1975. The Suez Canal Authority officially opened the new side channel in 2016. This side channel, located at the northern side of the east extension of Suez Canal, it serves the east terminal and for berthing and unberthing vessels from the terminal. As the East Container Terminal is located on the canal itself, before the construction of new side channel, it was not possible to berth or unberth vessels at the terminal while a convoy was running. Let's talk about why the Suez Canal is important from the global perspective as well as from the Indian perspective. So, it was worth mentioning that the Suez Canal is one of the world's busiest shipping channels, for oil and refined fuels, grains, or other trade linking from east to west. The Suez Canal blockage roughly cost 12% of global trade and was holding up trade valued at $9 billion per day. India's trade with the geographies through the Suez Canal amounts to $200 billion annually. It means if we talk about per day basis, then it will be amounting to $548 million. So we can see over here how the cost of the fuel as well as the time reduces with the help of Suez Canal. If we have to take the long route of the Cape of Good Hope, then it will be around 12,300 miles. But if we take the Suez Canal route, then it will be around 11,600 kilometers from Mumbai to London. If we talk about why it was in news, why the Suez Canal was in news, then a giant container ship the length of 4 football pitches became wedged across Egypt's Suez Canal, blocking one of the world's busiest trade routes on 24th March 2021. Dozens of vessels were stuck, waiting for rescue boats to free the 400-meter-long ship which was knocked off course by strong winds. Egypt then reopened the canal older channel to divert some traffic until the grounded ship could move again. The blockage sent oil prices climbing on international markets. So the Ever Given was registered in Panama and operated by shipping company Evergreen. The ship's name is Ever Given and it was operated by the shipping company Evergreen. It was bound for the port city of Rotterdam in the Netherlands from China and was passing northwards through the canal on its way to Mediterranean. Its carrying capacity is 20,000 barrels and her current draught is reported to be 15.7 meters. Its length is overall 399 meters and its width is around 59 meters. The Titanic was approximately 269 meters long and about 28.2 meters wide. So we can understand how long this ship, this particular Ever Given ship, as compared to the Titanic, as we all know about Titanic. Then this Ever Given is much larger than this Titanic. So when built, the canal was 164 km long and 8 meter deep. This particular Suez Canal was 164 km long and 8 meters deep. But after several enlargement, it is 193.30 km as we have discussed before also and 24 meters or 205 meters wide. On 29th March, Suez Canal reopened after this giant stranded ship is freed. Over the weekend, it was feared that some of the ship's cargo of some 18,000 containers would have to be removed in order to lighten the load. But high tides helped the tugs and dredgers in their work, and early on 29th March, the stern was freed and great ships swung across the canal to shouts of celebrations. Hours later, the bow came unstuck and the Ever Given was able to move out. So we can see over here how the diggers used to excavate the boats, also the tugs attempt to push and pull the ship free. Now let's talk about, are there any alternatives to Suez Canal? Yes, there are. We will first discuss about INSTC corridor. What is INSTC corridor? It is International North-South Transport Corridor. Its length is around 7,200 km. It's a multi-mode network of ship, rail, and road route for moving freight between India, Iran, Afghanistan, Azerbaijan, Russia, Central Asia, and Europe. The route primarily involves moving freight from India, Iran, Azerbaijan, and Russia via ship, rail, and road. The objective of the corridor is to increase trade connectivity between major cities such as Mumbai, Moscow, Tehran, Baku, Bandar Abbas, Astrakhan, Bandar Anjali, etc. Dry runs of two routes were conducted in 2014. The first was Mumbai to Baku via Bandar Abbas and the second was Mumbai to Astrakhan via Bandar Abbas, Tehran and Bandar Anjali also. The objective of the study was to identify and address key bottlenecks. The results showed transport costs were reduced by $2,500 per 15 tons of cargo. Other routes under the consideration include via Kazakhstan and Turkmenistan, synchronized with the Ashgabat Agreement, a multimodal transport agreement which was signed by India in 2018, also Oman, Iran, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan for creating an international transport and transit corridor facilitating transportation of goods between the Central Asia and the Persian Gulf. The another route is Northern Sea route. So the navigation distance via the Northern Sea route, that is NSR, from Northwest European port to the Far East is approximately 40% shorter as compared to the route via the Suez Canal. The shorter distance may facilitate more than doubling of vessels' operational energy efficiency performance. There is at present substantial uncertainty in schedule reliability via the NSR. Unless the schedule reliability is improved, the NSR should primarily be explored for bulk rather than for liner shipping. A major disadvantage with the NSR is its seasonality. As we all know that this northern pole, it consists of the icebergs. So the shipping operation in the summertime via the NSR may already today be profitable for minor bulk trades. Additional shipping routes may give more flexibility and the NSR route choice option may facilitate supply chain agility and adaptability. For almost 100 years of Northern Sea route has served as an official shipping lane along the Russia's Arctic coastline. The seasonal shipping activity has waxed and waned with the coming and going of Arctic sea ice. Russia has ice-capable LNG carriers. So we can see over here the travel time by the Northern Sea route, it will be around 35 days as compared to the Suez Canal, which is around 48 days. But it has dangers such as access to Suez Canal may come under the questions with the upheaval in Egypt. But yes, there is a travel window which is between the July to November if we talk about the Northern Sea route. So this is all from my side. I hope you all have find this video very helpful for you and thank you for watching.